Funding provided by
Musco Lighting is honored to support Iowa PBS. We're an Iowa company that lights local schools, community fields, and stadiums, arenas, and venues in more than 125 countries. While our reach is global, our commitment is local.
And by Fareway Meat and Grocery. For more than 80 years, Fareway has been proud to be an active part of the communities we serve. Learn more at fareway.com.
With our Iowa roots and Midwestern values, Farmers Mutual Hail is committed to offering innovative farm insurance for America's farmers, just as we have for 6 generations. Farmers Mutual Hail, America's crop insurance company.
And by
the Grace Helen Krob Fund at the Iowa PBS Foundation, supporting programming originating in the Cedar Rapids, Iowa City viewing area.
More volleyball action coming your way from Extreme Arena in Coralville. It's a beautiful day for championship volleyball, the last day of the 2024 high school volleyball season. It's been a tremendous season. We've claimed one champion, and now we go to the 4A matchup. Sioux City Bishop Heelan, the Crusaders, the number 2 seed, 43 in overall, facing Pella Dutch. New head coach, 41-7 overall, and they're the 5 seed. I'm Eric Braley, welcoming you back inside the arena. Beth West, my good friend here, and this one, these teams are kind of familiar with each other here.
They are. They've played twice already this season. Bishop Heelan won one match, Pella won the other. Now is the tiebreaker, and for a fantastic prize of state champion. It's going to be a good one.
It's a toss-up, and that's why we're excited to bring you the sights and the sounds of this 4A matchup. Let's introduce you to these two teams and tell you a little bit more about who's on the roster. And Pella, it's the 11th time they've been to state, but a little bit of a drought. First time since 2018. They played 21 different ranked teams, so they are what you call battle-tested, and some great individual performers.
Really prepared from that season. Katie Shekel stands out as their go-to player. She sets, but she hits a lot. In the quarterfinals, she had 23 kills, 25 assists, 25 digs. Wow.
Impressive. And then for number 2, Bishop Heelan, 26th time they've been to state. Some great senior leadership as Maddie LaFleur and Hacker are just make them a very balanced attack. We are ready for the teams to run out from the smoke and the flames and onto the championship court. We're waiting for the teams to run out to the championship court as we get set. What an entrance these student athletes get as we send it to the public address announcer to bring the 4A champion student athletes out for this showdown.
Hello fans, here are your Dutch. Crusaders.
Welcome everyone to today's 4A championship matchup here at Extreme Arena. Let's meet our teams and players for today's championship match. First of all, let's meet the Pella Dutch. Here's your non-starters. Number 2, Kylan Plate. Number 3, Ella Heemstra. Number 4, Olivia Lowry. Number 7, Sage DeYoung. Number 9, Lauren Mace. Number 12, Ellie Schmitz. Number 13, Abby Heitbrink. Number 14, Lindy Schulte. Your assistant coaches, Amanda Dell, Tammy White, Rachel Benzanti, Addison Adrian, Megan Shekel, and Avery Hall. And now, here's your starting lineup for your Dutch from Pella. A 5'9" junior number 1, Brooke Schulte. 5'9" junior number 5, Katie Shekel. A 5'9" senior number 6, Kelsey Talkie. A 6'1" senior number 10, Sydney Neminga. A 6' senior number 11, Emma Ekoff. And a 6'1" junior number 15, Abby Brand. Your libero is a 5'3" senior number 18, Claire Smock. Head coach for the Dutch, Joel Allman. And now let's meet the Crusaders from Bishop Heelan. Here are your non-starters. Number 1, Mia White. Number 3, Emma Moody. Number 10, Dara Mullet. Number 11, Claire Nelson. Number 12, Maggie Vandrager. And number 13, Madeline Sexton. Your assistant coaches, Olivia Westhoff, Brady Van Dusen, Katie Bondrak, and Riley Tu. And now, here's your starters for the Crusaders from Bishop Heelan. A 5'9" junior number 2, Ava Lloyd. 5'11" senior number 4, Addison Kells. A 5'9" senior number 6, Maddie LaFleur. A 6'1" senior number 7, Malia Hacker. 5'11" sophomore number 8, Melina Snoozy. And a 6' senior number 9, Abby Lee. Your libero is a 5'6" junior number 5, Ireland Jackson. Head coach for the Crusaders, Lauren Boatman. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce to you our officials for this 4A championship as assigned by the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. Your first referee, Sean Peterson. Your second referee, Jen Wick. Line judges, Randy Clark and Nikki O'Keefe. The Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union promotes good sportsmanship by participants, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting these individuals in a positive manner. Profanity, racial, sexist, or abusive comments, or intimidating actions directed at officials, participants, coaches, team representatives, or event personnel will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal. We thank you for your cooperation and invite you to just enjoy the game. All right. Who's ready to win a championship?
All right, so we've met the players, the coaches, the officials. Let's take a look at the keys to the game. Beth, what's Pella need to do to take advantage of this great opportunity in front of them?
Pella runs a modified 6-2, which means they have 2 setters who also stay in to hit in the front row. And let me tell you, they are good. Pella needs the dynamic duo of Shekel and Ekoff to have a good match. And they also want to focus on ball control. Quality serve receive, scrappy digs, so they can transition that defense to allow their powerful offense to produce points in pursuit of a championship.
That's for Pella. Now let's take a look at the Sioux City Bishop Heelan Crusaders keys to the match.
The Crusaders swept their opponents in both state matches so far, but Bishop Heelan had to battle in close sets to make it to these finals. They're led offensively by outside hitters Lloyd and Hacker, and the Crusaders will need these two to produce kills in this championship match. Pedal to the metal is their team motto. I love that, and that's the goal today. Start strong, push to get ahead in sets, and don't slow down. It's all gas, no brakes if the Crusaders want to finish strong to win a title.
Bishop Heelan, the senior class, they've worked itself into a position to win the program's first state title since going back-to-back in 2006 and 2007. Pella, on the other hand, can win the program's first title as they have been to state 11 different times. The stage is set and the 4A state title match is officially underway. Through the block, down to the point, and Bishop Heelan strikes first.
Hacker swinging from the right side, going straight at the Pella block, forcing it through. And a little excitement on her serve, rallied up here at the start, goes quite a bit long, but they'll settle into it.
1-1 here in set one. For Pella, an opportunity to put a run together. This is Ella Heemstra, a defensive specialist. Quick answer, and we're just trading points here. Early going, getting settled in. So if you haven't been here before, it's an amazing arena for these high school volleyball championships. For the quarterfinals and semifinals earlier this week, they actually put a big curtain down the middle, and there's two courts side by side. There's a good look at the wide shot here. So the court on the left side runs north-south, and on the other side also runs north-south. But then for the championship, they lift the curtain, they put it in the center, and it just makes for an awesome, awesome atmosphere.
Good job from the facilities crew doing that change over, because we had the semifinals just yesterday, and you walk in this morning, it's a new place, new energy for Championship Thursday.
Still feels shiny and new and pink everywhere, inside and out, as Coralville great hosts. Okay, now some issues happening on Pella's side of the net in the last couple of minutes here. Each coach gets 2 timeouts. And right now, rising off the bench is Joe Allman, the head coach, to try and say, okay, let's settle down and let's get a side out here, trailing by 4. The roll shot, good pass. Here's quick set, middle. Defensively there. Everyone getting involved this time. The libero with the set. Near side swing coming right at the block. It's off the block, ricochets into the student section. Emma Eckhoff was there. And now it's 6-1, and as I thought, a timeout is called as a 5-point lead for number 2 Bishop Heelan here in this championship match. Well, let's set the stage with how these two teams got to the state championship match. Pella won the top half of the bracket. They defeated Clear Creek Amana in 5 in the quarterfinals. Clear Creek Amana, a great season for them. And then they took down Sergeant Bluff Lutton 3-0 in a sweep. On the bottom half of the bracket, in the quarterfinal, Bishop Heelan swept Carlisle 3-0. And yesterday, Bishop Heelan swept North Scott. Tight sets though, 25-23, 26-24, and 25-21.
A good mix of teams in 4A. Saw it there in the bracket. Sergeant Bluff Luton upsetting Cedar Rapids Xavier, and then Pella going and beating Sergeant Bluff Luton. So a lot of changing. We've got a number 2 versus number 5 here. And really, when you get to state, sometimes those rankings don't even matter, right? Everyone's starting fresh.
Well, especially playing on this big of stage. The lights are bright. There's little room for air. You got to be near perfect if you want to walk away as state champion. All right, that's what Pella needed. A defensive stop and a side out in their rotation to get the points, and DeYoung will go back to serve.
Schulte, number 1 for the Dutch, shutting down the line there, blocking the Crusader right side who was trying to turn it back. Really needed that side out. Good job for Pella.
Tauke sends it back. Now Tauke teams up with Ekoff for the block near side for the stuff. 2 straight points for Pella.
Ekoff at 6 foot on that right side, puts up a solid block, and Pella's middle comes to her, closes, makes sure that no one can get through.
Into the net, service there. I tell you, we talked about there's pink everywhere as the Iowa High School Girls Athletic Union has really leaned into it. And Pella, some of the players have dyed their hair pink. They have pink bow tie, hair ties and bows. You have the officials wearing certain pink and a pink whistle. You got volleyball's pink. It's just pretty awesome branding and part of the celebration of the Iowa girl. Another attack air, and now a mini run being assembled by Bishop Heelan. The Crusaders, 43 wins, only 3 losses heading into this championship match. Nice rally between these squads. Big swing, and a point to Pella here. Needed that as Bishop Heelan was on another run.
Pella responding well from the early timeout. They got down, coach called a timeout, trying to just settle them down a little bit, making sure that they remember the game plan, and hey, it's all right, here we go.
The issue is they're only able to get about 1 point, and then Bishop Heelan saying, okay, that's enough. We want the ball back and a chance to serve to add to our points.
Volleyball is a game of runs, and Bishop Heelan already in set 1, going on multiple runs. You're right, Pella not able to string together some points yet.
Still very early stages of this Class 4A championship match. Ball hanging right at the top of the net. Thought we might see a joust. Ball sails deep. Was there a touch? Yes, there was. To the side out to the Pella Dutch.
Good vision from the line judge. The ball and the swings, they go so fast, but Pella catching the hands of the Crusader block there on that lower set. It was quick.
Another point, another side out to serve will be the libero. Jackson just fundamentally so defensively sound, but she can really serve the ball as well. This is Ireland Jackson, the junior. Over the block, popped up, and it's just hard to return that. The block was there, but it went over the block, and it made it hard to get a good pass in the back row.
When it's coming with speed, as a defender, you want to get your platform behind the ball. You want to do it quick. But like you said, that's absolutely tough to do when these hitters bring such power and speed.
Blocked down for a point. And you can see the communication on both sides, just trying to make sure they're on the same page, as while they faced each other twice, you know, it might feel or look a little different this time around.
Twice in the month of September. It was kind of over a week and a half period that they played each other, split those matches, and now here we are all these weeks later, over a month, state tournament finals to decide the tiebreaker.
For all the marbles, 12-6 in the driver's seat right from the get-go, and looking strong as Bishop Heelan. They're representing the MRAC, the MRAC conference out of Woodbury County. And Pella Doing a good job representing the little Hawkeye. Ball was last touch. And we might see a second and final timeout soon as Coach Joe Allman rises up. It's his 7th year as a head coach, but first year at Pella. He's 39-7 heading into state. Picked up 2 wins here at state. Pella actually finished 2nd overall in the Little Hawkeye Conference. And he's been playing some tremendous volleyball. Their last loss came at Indianola October 8th. Ever since then, it's been all victories. Powering it through the block and out of bounds. Now doubling up the Dutch on the scoreboard.
Lloyd on the outside for the Crusaders, using the blocker's hands again. Pella there with a double. They seem to be floating, so Lloyd utilizing their arms to just tool it off.
Down the line, but out of bounds. And as far as statistics go, Bishop Heelan's hitting in the 300s, while Pella's at a 0 hitting percentage, meaning they have just as many kills as they have attack airs. And one reason for that, great defense on the other side of the net for Bishop Heelan as they lead by 8. Well, don't miss a minute of all the action coming at you today on this Championship Thursday from Coralville and Extreme Arena. You can catch the live stream on YouTube. You can watch it on Facebook. You can log on to iowapbs.org. You can watch it over the air as well. But we are live streaming. We started at 10 o'clock. We'll wrap up, I don't know, 7, 8 o'clock tonight. And 5A, 4A, 3A, 2A, 1A championships. However you want to consume it, because you might be at work and might not have your TV there, but you got it on in the background potentially.
Exactly.
Well, you get 2 timeouts, and I think Pella did what they need to do. You got to use them up now before you dig much deeper of a hole.
Wanting to start with a plan and then execute that, and Pella again just struggling to string points together. So a good timeout, calm the team down again, needing to pass well, execute here on offense. Unfortunately, saw the tip there, just not enough power to get it over.
Looking very, very strong in this opening set. And that one, she went out to get it as it was right above the net. And instead of like sending it back, she just pushed it right over.
Trying to push the middle on it quick there, it seemed like, as Shekel was backpedaling. It ended up going over the net. So just an easy, block for the Crusaders to throw it back down. Coach checking one thing with the officials before we get back into play here.
Yeah, you can't talk to the head official who's standing on the ladder above the net. You can talk to the down official that's on the same sideline for communication. Now the players, the captain, you can talk with the head official, but just trying to make sure everything is communicated. There you see that pink whistle I was talking about too. An outstanding crew, as voted upon, tally system, point system, to be able to officiate this championship for a match. No returning that ball. Strong, powerful kill. And Bishop Heelan really spreading it around. Lloyd has 4 kills. Hecker with 4. Snoozy with 1. Weiss with 1. Everyone offensively distributing and getting involved. Ball close to the net, tipped over. Back set, down the line, goes out. Good decision by Smock. The libero said she screamed it out. Get away from the ball. Here's a look at it.
Really good vision. You see her foot right on that line, making sure she knows her court awareness, because then it's easy, right? If it's outside my body, I don't need to reach.
Trailing and needing points in bunches, but a quick side out and really using all parts of the court as Lloyd, a tremendous outside hitter for Bishop Heelan.
Bishop Heelan has to be close to 100% on their side out efficiency right now. They lose the serve and they'll get it back right away, and that's what the side out percentage calculates. Are there any runs? And so they're one and done right now. They're getting it back, and that is what you want when you're a coach, right?
And meanwhile, just some hitting errors, some attack errors on the side of Pella. A little shocked to be in this situation as they look around and say, wow, Bishop Heelan is a very good team. And this is pretty lopsided for where we are here in the first set. The best part is set 2 starts 0-0. It's a clean slate.
It is. Pella wanting to find some momentum here.
Yeah, to head into that.
Exactly, in set 1 to carry it over. But for the Crusaders, Bishop Heelan, they want to push to finish. No let up, right?
Push to finish, needing 4 more points. Schulte with a kill, her first. Ekoff serving. Needs to send it over, and they do. Little element of surprise, keeping it off the court. And it's in for the point for Bishop Heelan. Can't fault the effort on either side. Some great spectacular plays, and here's another look at it.
The Crusaders sent over a couple free balls to really good locations. If you're gonna send a free ball, be purposeful with it, send it to a spot. Good job from Pella chasing 2 of them down and then couldn't defend the middle attack. And my goodness, everything is going right for Bishop Heelan with another ace. Strong, aggressive serves.
Winning every statistical category, leading by 13. And almost a service ace. Great job just to keep the ball to get us set up. Little ricochet quickly back to the Crusaders side of the net. Joust, and still alive. Student sections from both loving this effort. And that will bring up set point for Bishop Heelan.
Hacker on the outside, putting it away after some scrappy plays here from Pella.
Set point, big swing, but an even bigger block. A dominant first set for Bishop Heelan. Look out, wow, 25-10, the final score. But Pella, they know they've beaten Bishop Heelan before this year. Got some work to do in the second set. We'll be back with that action right after this here on Iowa PBS.
Coming up on the next episode of Iowa Life, we'll learn about farming and foraging from a Story County couple.
This is a coral tooth mushroom.
We'll meet autism awareness advocate Tyler Leach.
I thank you for putting your best bare foot forward for autism.
And we'll learn how the Urban Bike Food Ministry connects with people in need. All that and more on the next Iowa Life.
Tuesdays at 6:30 and Sundays at 10:30 on Iowa PBS.
Such a meaningful part of Iowa PBS is the coverage of unique Iowa events. And part of that is our high schools and our kids programs, whether it's athletics or otherwise. The state fair coverage, that's such a part of the fabric of Iowa. And I think just the programming that covers things meaningful to our people in our state.
To learn more about becoming a corporate sponsor on Iowa PBS, call or visit us online.
25-10, Sioux City Bishop Heelan has their eye on the prize, and they look dominant in that opening set. Beth West, Eric Braley on the call, broadcasting the 5A, 4A, and 3A championship match. And That's about as dominant of a performance as you can have in the first set, and that's important because Bishop Heelan's trying to set the tone here early that this is theirs to win.
Absolutely dominant in every area, tough serves, really aggressive attacks. They had 3 blocks. They're just playing fantastic in set 1.
A lot of highlights from the first set. We want to show you them as Bishop Heelan really distributed the offensive power as 2 players had 5 kills, another with 2, another with 1. But some of these defensive plays as well. And you can see from Pella's standpoint, they did have some stuff to cheer about. It just not as frequent as what they need to be contending in that first set.
Pella had some good digs on rallies to extend them, but then they couldn't finish the points. The Crusaders were consistent, they were tough, they just kept bringing it over. And they were able to string together points, go on runs, get that margin early, and then they didn't look back at all.
Look at the statistics. And as expected, pretty lopsided as the final score was as well. Well, the 5A champions, Pleasant Valley, they won in 4 over Waukee Northwest. Well, what do champions do? You take a photo op. You put on the pink hats, you throw a rose in your mouth, you get in front. So that is directly next to where our court is right now. Yeah, if our camera can zoom out, there's the court. So celebrating. These 2 teams want to be doing that in about an hour and a half.
It's good motivation to be able to see that right there.
Great job by our Iowa PBS crew to show you everything that's happening. Even though you can't be here in the arena, we hope you feel a part of this championship day of high school volleyball. All right, so clean slate. We start 0-0, even though the overall score is Bishop Heelan 1, Pella 0. But picking up right where they left off and getting the first point.
Hacker showing her range on that left pin, turning it down the line.
Pella had more blocks than Bishop Heelan in that opening set. The antenna's waving, meaning the ball did make contact with it. It did go out of bounds, and it's quickly 2-0.
Pella wanting to get a good quality set to Shekel, get her in rhythm, get her in system so that she can start getting some confidence, some good swings for the Dutch.
Back row attack. How difficult is it to get a kill from all the way back there?
You know, it's a different approach and a different swing in some regard. Obviously the same mechanics of it, but making sure you see what's in front of you from a blocking perspective. Normally that middle blocker is going to go up, so you're going to try to cut around to the right or to the left, but you got to cover some more ground, right? You got to stay high. You can't angle it down and snap as much as you would when you're up close to the net.
Big swing, and it draws that line in. Some fire, some emotion, as we have a 3-2 score here. Side out, and a serve coming for Ella Heemstra. Ball popped up, hot pursuit, and sending it over. The block was there, but defensively, the back row defense wasn't, as they were hustling back from off the court. There you see, you use all your effort, energy to knock it over, and smelling kind of blood in the water, really attacking. Using the block, tooling it off and out of bounds. Brings us to another side out. DeYoungs checks in to replace Brand for Pella.
Schulte on the outside there for Pella, pushing it rather than swinging off the hands of the blockers, using her push and out of bounds there to get the kill. Right there on the defense. Oh man, she went with one arm chasing it down. Really would have loved to see her get her platform around it. Maybe could have touched it a little better, but that's tough when you're running full speed, right? You're stopped on defense. You got to turn, sprint, and get a touch. But the Crusaders, Bishop Heelan, again, siding out. It's one time, and they get it back.
No runs being assembled by Pella. Brand back in for Pella. Number 1, White checks in as well. She's serving. And it's going to be a good serve that results in another opportunity here. Looking at Bishop Heelan's schedule, 43 wins, 3 losses. Who'd they lose to? Well, this Pella team, September 7th, 2-1. Indianola, September 14th, 2-0. Dakota Valley, not an Iowa school, 2-0. And that's it. Otherwise, it's just win after win after win. They swept their way in the regional tournament versus Lamar's 3-0 on October 24th. Took down MOC Floyd Valley 3-0 on October 29th. And then swept Carlisle in the quarterfinals. Swept North Scott in the semifinals. The last time they had one that went 4, October 19th against Unity Christian. It went 3. 2-1 in that tournament. So they haven't given up a set in quite a while. Off the hands of Shekel, and it's now 8-4, and more serves coming for Lloyd.
Hacker with a sharp cross court. Shekel on that far side for the defense has to be ready because you know Hacker can cut it sharp.
Serving it into the net. And some people might think coaches are really frustrated any time there's a service error, but sometimes coaches are fine with it because that means their team's serving aggressive.
There's definitely a balance. You have to be aggressive with your serve. You don't want to put over free balls and allow your opponent to set up their offense, have all their hitting options available. But you don't want to tip the scale where your errors are outweighing your aces or they're made at critical points in the match. That's something too, kind of the timing and the situation behind it. So be aggressive definitely early on throughout the match. And making sure you're hitting targets. That's probably the most important thing. If you're trying to go for a specific area, hit your target. Serve seams, meaning in between players as well.
Communication on serve receive, so important. That last one, not a good pass and unable to get a good attack out of it. Let's see where this one falls. Popped up. Now to the outside. Good swing. Some options. The block was there. Again, Pella led in the block statistics after the first set. One arm save. Can't fault the effort. But that ball's going to hit the court and make it a 6-point advantage for Bishop Heelan here. Here's another look as we head to Pella's first timeout. (11-5) our score. Let's go listen in to Joe Allman in the Pella huddle.
Okay, just keep fighting, okay? Stay in the fight, right? Stay in the fight. Hey, we're just raising up a little bit passing-wise, so that ball's not going straight up, okay? Just like we practiced, get it down here. Sound good on that? Okay? Let's move our right side block. Let's move it in for a little bit. Yep. We'll take cross. Okay. Right back. Just know it's just scoot back. It might come at your face. You both have strong hands. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Just dig that ball in. Okay. Sound good on that? All right. Stay in the fight. Right? Stay in the fight. It's an 11-5 game. 11-5 game. Okay. Our energy is too flat right now. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Come on.
Love the messaging from Joe Allman, the head coach. And, you know, I really appreciate the fact that he let us put a wireless microphone on. And it's a big stage, arguably the biggest volleyball match he's coached on. But he's allowing us to bring you the sights and the sounds to the viewers back home. So we appreciate that from Joe Allman. And we will be doing that throughout the entire day in all the matches. Some coaches won't, so we will not be able to provide Lauren Boatman She is not wearing a microphone. All right, so it's 11-5. And what did you take away there from what he said, trying to build up his team a little bit in this big moment?
One, he was calm, and he was portraying just a level-headed approach, right? Hey, it's an 11-5 game. We don't need to panic. They got a point back. It's 11-6. So being calm, control what you can control, but then throwing in some technical tidbits to his team, giving them something to focus on, talking about, hey, keep your platform in front of you. We're popping up, which means our passes aren't going to target. And then he's telling them, strong hands when that ball is coming on the attack. Strong hands. They've had some that have just they've been in the right spot, but it's just flown through their hands, through their fingertips. So I like that he gives them little technical things to keep their focus on something rather than, hey, just go out and get it done kind of thing.
A lot to unpackage there, and you only get about 45 seconds to talk to him before you send him back out. We're trying also just to disrupt the momentum and change the flow. As trailing 12-7 now in this second set, and really a 2-1 run since that timeout, and that message was delivered. For a championship match, Pella, the number 5 seed, Bishop Heelan, the number 2 seed. Ball sails out of bounds, but I like how Shekel, the setter, she's really doing a good job of, maybe she's not getting a good pass, making her job a little bit more challenging, but really doing a good job floating around and helping out her hitters.
Trying to mix up the offense, make the Crusaders block, move around a bit, trying to get her hitters open looks, maybe get some holes in the block, one-on-ones. Pella's defense got to keep going to make that a possibility, but good job from the setters, both of them, Shekel and Ekoff, trying to mix it up.
Good long volley, but the rally is won by Bishop Heelan to go up 14-7.
What an angle from Lloyd.
That's tough.
It was literally like horizontal on the net, sending it over. Just a heads-up play to get her bearings and get it over the net.
Locked down for the point and finding multiple ways to score. Aces, kills, and blocks for Bishop Heelan.
Very consistent in their play. Just a real all-around team effort right now we're seeing from all positions.
Hitting .396 as a team. If you know baseball or softball batting average, .396 is really good. It's same with hitting and volleyball. A .396 cumulative team hitting average is darn good, and one of the reasons why they are up 1-0 and leading by 8 here in the second. Using the block, and that's got to feel good for Pella.
That was a good long rally, defensive efforts to keep it alive, and finally Pella capitalizes on it, being able to put it away down the line there. Ekoff with a good swing.
Ekoff leading the way in kills. Schulte right there as well. Keeping it up off the court. The Crusaders popping it up as well. Over the block, and it just lands in. Perfect placement. So challenging to have that much velocity on the ball and to have it angled down just to grab in. And now the second and final timeout called by Pella as they trail 16-8.
An impressive cross-court shot from Lloyd. Like you said, she was leaning back. Her approach wasn't exactly probably how she wanted it ideally, but being able to adjust then with her arm swing to go deep cross.
Well, we showed you some of the fun things happening in the winner's circle. How about this? It's called the Players Lounge. A staple at many Iowa girls team tournaments. It's a place for teams to relax, hang out prior to and following competition. You can sit in a pink throne. You can play some games. You can watch live matches like our broadcast. and it's just outside the main arena here in Extreme Arena. They got practice courts next to it, all the amenities. Players Lounge, one of the things making this an extra special state championship event. 16-8, Bishop Heelan won the first. They're leading the second over Pella here. Pella, we talked about in the pregame show, really battle-tested. Played a rugged schedule, saw them play 21 different ranked teams. You heard me right, 21 different ranked teams on the year, and they went 41-7 through that.
That's pretty incredible, and those ranked teams throughout 5A, 4A, 3A, they're not only playing 4A schools in their regular season, some of those non-conference tournaments, they're getting to play bigger schools, smaller schools, but still tough ranked teams. Good coverage from Pella to keep that alive.
Bishop Heelan, a lot of weapons and able to get one there, making it 18-8, and big smiles from the student athletes and the student section as they're hitting on all cylinders right now.
Sometimes it can be frustrating to a team when your opponent keeps bringing the ball over, right? Like there, Pella dug it up, brought it back over, gave them a couple free balls. Bishop Heelan, they're unfazed, right? They stay poised and calm, and they just keep running their offense.
Good job cutting that hit. Tough angle, real tight to the net, and another kill. And a side out, meaning that Pella gets the ball on their rotation to serve. 10 kills for Hecker. She's the only player in double digits, but right hot on her heels is Lloyd with 9, both hitting above 444.
Outside duo for the Crusaders, really tough to defend.
That's the second point in a row, and now Pella Dutch are in the double digits with the serve coming from DeYoung, one of the setters. Joel Allman, the head coach. 129 victories, and 41 of them coming at Pella. How about a 3-0 run, Beth?
Fantastic connection there from the setter Shekel. Pushing it with tempo, you see here. Great job from Schulte, turning it line.
Schulte, her second kill. Off the block and out of bounds. Hecker now with 11 kills. And in the rotation comes Brand, a middle hitter. And serving will be White. Mia White had 43 aces on the year, ranked third best on the team in that statistical category. Pella, love to get another point here. Letting it go, and another smart decision that anchor the back row. Claire Smock lets it sail by. The senior heads up play, and it's now a 7-point difference.
Lloyd had to speed up her approach. That set was dying inside, so she had to go quick. Brought a little too much power as she was coming in. Ended up with an error, but now the Dutch with the service error right back in the hands of the Crusaders.
How tough is it? All the momentum, you go, go, go. Then you just got to take a deep breath and collect yourself before serving that ball over the net.
You really do. It's similar to a free throw, right? You need to breathe. You need to go through your routine. A lot of servers have a routine that's consistent each time. You need to look at your coach, figure out exactly what target, where they want you to serve, and then execute. So it's a lot in a short amount of time as a server, especially after you're just running around from the play before.
The Crusaders just hitting the ball with so much velocity on it. It's hard to handle with the speed and then some of the spinning rotation as the ball sends over the net. An attack air was not touched, but it does go out of bounds. It's now 23-12 with more serves coming from Lloyd. And this is, again, just been so remarkable what Bishop Heelan has done in this 4A championship as they have led from start to finish and had a pretty, I don't want to say comfortable because there's no lead that's comfortable in sports, but had a decent lead in set 1 and set 2.
I would say a controlled lead.
That's a much better description.
Count?
Yes.
Yeah, I agree. It's never comfortable, but you can feel control, and that's what we're getting from this Crusaders side. Consistency, control, very purposeful in what they're doing.
And that brings up set point here in the second set, 24-13. There's a look at the parents, the community members. They want nothing more than to cheer on their girls and claim a state championship. They're close. They won the first set. They've won the second set, but they need one more before they can celebrate a state title. We'll be back with highlights from the second set and third set action right after this here on Iowa PBS.
Coming up on Studio 3 Live, we welcome John Primer and the Real Deal Blues Band to the stage.
Baby, you know I got to go. A lot of people think the blues is sad music. Blues is not sad music. Blues make you feel good. If you're feeling sad when you come to hear some blues, you leave, you feel better. Gotta take you with me, baby.
Friday evening at 8:30 on Iowa PBS.
Today's the day.
You're home.
It's a celebration.
Here we go. No one can say I don't have accomplished daughters.
We need more fun in our family.
It's just like a real blessing.
Look at this spread.
That's good.
Your heart gets so full that you think it's gonna burst.
25-10 and 25-13. Sioux City, Bishop Heelan can sense it. They're so close, but yet potentially so far away. We've seen it time and time again. It's called a reverse sweep.
Yes.
So a sweep is you win sets 1, 2, 3. A reverse sweep is you win sets 3, 4, 5. Now, no one knows if that's going to happen, but it does happen in this sport.
It can happen. It does happen. And it's very possible that Pella can flip the script here, reverse sweep. You got to win 3 in volleyball. Crusaders want to come out strong and consistent like they've been, but Pella has a chance. Make some adjustments, come out with fire and intensity, and win this third set.
The best part, Pella, in the back of their minds, they know they have beaten Sioux City Bishop Heelan already this year, but Sioux City Bishop Heelan's playing at a whole new level, it appears, through the first 2 sets. Let's take a look at some of the highlights as everybody's getting involved, whether it is the serving, whether it is the attacking, but great passing and defense as well. Pella made some runs in there, and you can see that just has to feel so good when you do put a run together. But too much as Hecker has 11 kills, Lloyd has 10, and overall team hitting percentage at .338 compared to a 0 hitting percentage for Pella. So there's a look at the side-by-side comparison, and it is lopsided, and every statistical category other than total blocks has been controlled by the Crusaders, who are in their 26th trip to state, seeking their 4th state title as last time since 2007. It's been a little bit of a stretch there. Well, I'm going to ask you, Beth, you're the head coach. You're Lauren Boatman. Do you just kind of get out of the way and say, keep on keeping on? Because there's not much that needs changed, if anything.
No need to change the game plan for the Crusaders, but reminding her team we need to keep our intensity high. We need to keep our effort high. We need to stay focused. It can be quite tempting, quite easy to sit back on your heels, kind of take a breather and relax when you're up 2-0, and that is not what the Crusaders want, especially against a good Pella team who, like we've said, they've beat this Bishop Heelan team before. They know they can do it, so no let up if you are the Crusaders.
Pella gets first serve, and the third set's officially underway. Pella with the point, Pella with the lead.
There's some energy, there's some excitement, there's some fire from the Dutch.
Let's take a look at that fire from our net cam. Block just not there in time, and a good attack by Pella. And we're tied at 1 apiece. Pleasant Valley, the 5A champion. The 4A champion is either going to be Bishop Heelan or Pella, as they defeated Carlisle, North Scott, Clear Creek, Amana, and Sergeant Bluff Lutton to get to this spot.
We gotta highlight this, Eric. The libero smock out of the back row. She is fired up. She takes that swing. You don't see that too often.
You really don't. Their job is to get a good pass and to keep the ball off the court. But Claire Smock, overall this year, total number of kills, 5. That's out of a whole bunch of volleyball. Now at it, 1 more. She has 6. Two to 2. Pleiss. And looking at Lauren Boatman, her coaching record, 5th year. Just looking at her, you can tell she's young. She is just not a ton of years of experience. Her overall record, though, 134 wins to just 92 losses, and 2 times she's taken her teams in the last 5 years to the state. And she's already taken this team to the state championship. So young and inexperienced maybe doesn't matter when you can relate to the players and you know the X's and O's of the sport of volleyball.
Doing a good job building this Crusaders program. Maybe not building, they've been good, I shouldn't say that, but maintaining that level of excellence in her first 5 years running the program.
Four times Bishop Heelan has won a state title in volleyball. The last time was 2007, and they're on the brink right now. Serve from White. As Mia White has a couple of aces so far today. A good connection with their middles, but too strong, and it goes out of bounds as Tauke was there.
Right idea, wanting to get the middles active, get some production from that position to open it up for some others.
Out of bounds, last touch off the ricochet and out of bounds. And that's one of the things, talk about that platform as you are in serve receive or attempting to receive an attack. Why is a platform important?
When we talk about platform, we're just talking about, right, real basic, our 2 arms put together in the position to what we call pass the ball in serve receive. And you want to hold it strong, you want to hold it tight, you want to utilize your angles. First, try to move with your feet to get there, and if you can't fully get there, then you're reaching outside of your body to adjust your angle to then bring it back as it bounces off your arms, off your platform, to your setter. So incredibly important that it's strong and tight and that the angles are bringing it back into the court.
7-4. And that's what we try and give you, these little nuggets. As we know, not everyone tuning in to our full day of high school volleyball championships maybe grew up playing the sport of volleyball. Maybe you haven't watched volleyball before today, but learning about it and enjoying the Iowa girl as the competition is at a very, very high level, and the volleyball is as well. 7-5. Pella gets the side out. There's a look at their bench, trying to help keep the energy flowing, as it is a must-win opportunity for Pella here in this third set. Most days of the week, Pella would be celebrating that point off the block.
Right.
They had to work a little harder to finalize it, but they do get the point.
Finishing points, just like we saw, is what Pella needs to continue to do all throughout set 3. It's what they were lacking in sets 1 and 2, where they'd have those longer rallies, they'd keep it alive, but Bishop Heelan were the ones who were finishing points. Good job from Pella. Keep that up. Finish point strong.
Tough angled ball sent over, but last touch off of Smock. Let's take a look at this one again. Coming right at you. And you can see the frustration is clear. Just barely missed it.
So close as Hacker is swinging outside, kind of around that block. Wanting that little libero to move just a little bit. Trust her block, move a little bit outside of it. She's in the right spot, though. Yep. She's close.
Well, a huge number of student athletes in Iowa turned out in 2024 to play, to participate, and to be an Iowa high school volleyball player. It's the fastest growing girls sport in the state of Iowa. Volleyball has the highest participation numbers, with more than 11,000 girls playing from border to border in the state of Iowa. And you have on display today the cream of the crop, the best of the best.
It's a fun sport. It's fast-paced. It's a team sport. You need everyone. You can have some stars and bright spots, but it takes all 6 and your bench to make a full team effort, especially when you get to the state championship. So we love volleyball. We're going to continue to promote it.
Timeout on the court. Pella electing to use their first of 2 timeouts. 11-6. Let's listen into the Pella huddle.
It's barely off, is it? Just passing, just barely off, okay? Don't overthink it. Trust your mechanics. We've done it 1,000 times this year, right? Okay? Let's make sure we take away that line. We're feeding everything that way. Middle back, we can go that way a little bit too, okay? Then once we get in the system, we're gonna freaking pound the ball at them. You know what I'm saying? Okay? Just be confident here. Go down swinging if we're gonna go down, right? Yeah, let's go.
Be confident, swing away. Talked a little bit about setting up the defense, but then he said, but then transition that and just swing. I love it. Be aggressive.
Thanks again. First-year head coach at Pella, Joel Allman. He's collected his 100th career win this season. We appreciate you letting us put a microphone on to hear what you had to say in those huddles. Well, Emma Ekoff is an all-state softball player at Pella, while Claire Smock teamed with Sydney Namiga to earn a state tennis doubles championship. So pretty incredible multi-sport athletes for Pella, who are excelling at more sports than just the sport of volleyball. 11-7. Pella is trailing, and they're trailing on the scoreboard 2-0 as Smock, the senior, served. Free ball. Options for Pella. That's a pretty good option, but the Crusaders will not let it hit the court. Again. And that just has to be tough. You're throwing your best stuff time and time again over the net, and it keeps coming back and getting returned by Bishop Heelan.
The Crusaders are relentless in their backcourt, getting touches on everything. Frustrating, you said it. That is frustrating.
A 5-point lead in the serve. That one will drop down. Good location and placement. And with the side out, a chance to string some points together is Shekel. A little look over to the sideline to see what zone her coaching staff wants to serve it to, and unfortunately for her, it goes into the net.
Volleyball, we have 6 zones. It just breaks up the front and the back of the court into 6 different areas, and that's what these coaches are giving signs to their team, to the server, to serve one of those 6 zones, and then often an additional sign as far as in between certain zones, in between certain players as well. Talking about serving seams, because then you have to communicate. Yeah. Then you want your opponent to have to figure it out, who's going to take it.
Ball just stopped on top of the net, then bounced back. Hitting the court, and it'll make it 14-9 our score in this 3rd set. Well, Sioux City Bishop Heelan returns to the state volleyball tournament for the 26th time. Here's when I say it stopped on the net. It just took that spinning rotation and kind of sat there a second. This Sioux City Bishop Heelan team, 40 wins for the first time since 2011, and if they win today, it'll be 44. Senior setter and Morningside University commit Maddie LaFleur, 2,500 assists for her career, while also showing how balanced she is with 1,000 digs. She's the first Crusader to reach both 2,000 plus assists and 1,000 plus digs in her career.
Pretty impressive stats that you're reading off. And again, a pretty impressive point from the Crusaders, picking up the tip and then putting up a block as well. They're doing a lot of things right.
Yeah, I think what's impressive with the career statistics is it's not just a one-year wonder. She's been in the lineup, in the rotation as a staple for multiple seasons, and that's how you get that many career stats numbers. That's what's interesting to see what happens with these two schools after the season, you know, who graduates and who comes back and who are the underclassmen or maybe the 8th graders that are going to fit in. But with two coaches that are relatively young as far as at their school, trying to build up programs so they're at state year after year after year.
Exactly. Pella's varsity roster here at state made up of all juniors and seniors. The Crusaders are pretty balanced, 4 seniors, 3 juniors, 4 sophomores, and 2 freshmen, so pretty spread out there.
Let's see if we can look inside the huddle for Bishop Heelan. Finish, finish, that's all you got to say. You're up 18-9, you're up 2 sets to none. You really don't have to do anything different except finish.
Sometimes easier said than done, but finish is the goal. 1 point at a time, continuing, like we said before, just with that high intensity and high focus. No let up here for the Crusaders, and they haven't shown any yet.
They have 20 more kills. And again, just being very efficient with the attack percentage across the board. Well, how are the Dutch going to respond here? They have the volleyball and a chance to dig into this deficit. Roll shot. Working it to the outside. And it's denied. Back.
Using the hands of the block. Schulte going high, making sure she doesn't hit into the meat of the block. Getting the serve back for her squad. And again, Pella trying to string together some points here.
7 points is the advantage right now for Bishop Heelan. Make it 8. And you see the celebration. It's a big tap play by Lloyd. Here's another look.
Lloyd basically one-on-one. The middle started to go that direction and didn't finish from a blocking perspective. Lloyd goes up, presses over, takes away that attacking angle from Pella, just shuts it down.
That grabs the line. It is in for a point. Trying to use every inch of this court because defensively, Bishop Heelan, it seems to be everywhere.
Jackson, the libero for the Crusaders, I think kind of read tip or kind of read off speed. She was sucking in, and that shot from the Dutch went wide. And now able to string a good serve behind it as well.
Lead down to 6 for Bishop Heelan. Pella. Outside swing over the block. Great up. One arm save. Ball high up into the air. Love this rally. Down for the point. Sometimes the celebration, it feels so much better when you have to work so hard for each and every point. You know you're going against a tough competitor.
Sounds like a life lesson right there, Eric.
It just, things that come easy, maybe you don't appreciate as much. Covering a lot of ground to set that one up. Inbounds is the call. Really making something out of nothing there.
Out of system ball, keeping it alive, but then knowing your location on the court, being able to throw it back right on that sideline for the tip. Pella thinking it was going to be out, and it catches that line.
Hacker with 17 kills, Lloyd with 14. No one for Pella with double-digit kills in this championship match. 22-13.
Hacker continuing to be very impressive from the outside, from that left pin. Just brings so much power and aggression on her swings.
Good pass. Here's the set down the line for the point. When you get a good pass and a nice set, a lot of options for your hitters.
It all starts with the pass. You're absolutely right. Schulte for Pella going down the line on that right side. Good location, good vision to see that it was open.
Shallow, hard to gauge where that serve was going to drop. And the Crusaders get out of the jam. Letting it go, an attack air, and now it's 2 points away from a state championship for Bishop Heelan. Tough swing, and it grabs inside the court to manipulate her body, and the angle she took. And it grabs that sideline for a point. Another kill for Hacker as the outside hitter has 19 now, and that brings up match point for Bishop Heelan. The Crusaders won set 1, set 2. They haven't dropped a set here at State, winning in the quarterfinals over Carlisle 3-0. Winning over North Scott 3-0, and 1 point away from sweeping a very good Pella Dutch team 3-0 here in this championship. Shekel to serve for Pella. There's the pass. Back set. Attack blocked. One arm up. Outside swing. Pella through the block and down for the point. Can they climb all the way back? They trail by 7. It's still match point. There it is. Sioux City Bishop Heelan, the Crusaders. 44 wins and their 5th state title in the sport of volleyball, first since 2007. They're your Class 4A state champions. You see the emotion of winning. You see the emotion of losing. These student athletes have given it their all. This was the final point of the championship match. 2 players were there for the block. Smart decision. And now the teams greet each other under the net, congratulating each other on a great championship match and season. Well, from what I just saw, I think Sioux City Bishop Heelan can beat about anyone in the state, no matter if they're 4A or whatever. They have all the tools to be a championship team.
They played very consistently in all statistical areas of the game, from point 1 all the way to the end. They served aggressive. Their defense was so scrappy. They just wouldn't let it drop, and then they just kept running their offense over and over. And 2 quality outsides. Really impressed with Hacker and Lloyd.
Fans, please turn your attention to the court for the awards presentation. Presenting awards are members of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union Board of Directors, Travis Fleshner, Jen Donald, Zach Clark, and Tanya Moe. Presenting awards to the 2024 Class 4A All-Tournament team is Executive Director Aaron Gerlich and President of the IGHSAU Board of Directors, Jen Donalds. Here is your Class 4A All-Tournament team. From Bishop Heelan, Ava Lloyd. From Pella, Emma Ekoff. From North Scott, Mackenzie Moeller. From Sergeant Bluff Luton, Bree Vandentop. From Bishop Heelan, Malia Hacker. From Pella, Katie Shekel. And your Class 4A 2024 All-Tournament Team Captain, from Bishop Heelan, Maddie LaFleur.
LaFleur, the team captain for the Class 4A All-Tournament team. A great individual honor for all these student athletes. She's a special, talented player. I feel like we didn't call her name enough, but she does a tremendous job leading this offense.
A fantastic setter. We talked about the great kills from their entire team, but who's setting them up? It's LaFleur. Great job.
Well deserving, and congratulations to all of those ladies representing their individual self and their teams on the Class 4A All-Tournament team. We still have the championship runners-up tournament trophy to hand out, as well as the championship trophy. And a reminder, we still have 3A, 2A, 1A championships to come as well.
Championship match. Presenting the award is Taylor Anderson of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. This year's top producer of the 4A championship match, from Bishop Heelan, Malia Hacker.
Hacker, 20 kills on 39 attempts. Beth, she hit 487 and was just dominant. She had a double-double, 20 kills, 10 digs.
Your Class 4A runner-up for 2024, Coach Joel Allman and the Pella Dutch.
Can be proud of that trophy. First year at Pella, and Coach Allman brings them a state runner-up trophy.
And they punched their ticket to get here to the state tournament. Today they redeem it as your 4A champions. Here is the Bishop Heelan Crusaders and head coach Lauren Bowman.
Congratulations to the Sioux City Bishop Heelan Crusaders.
Please complete your Class 4A bracket, naming you as champions.
The sticker is applied. The celebration begins.
Bishop Heelan fans, you're welcome to meet your
They
team
can
in
go
the
to the winner's circle to celebrate. Congratulations on the 5th state title for Bishop Heelan in the sport of volleyball. Congratulations to your 4A champs. We'll take a break and be back in a little bit with the 3A Girls Championship match. Oh, it's going to be a good one. It's number 1 Mount Vernon versus number 2 Western Christian. They're seeking their 3rd straight title. We'll be back with that in a little bit here on Iowa PBS.
Funding provided by
Musco Lighting is honored to support Iowa PBS. We're an Iowa company that lights local schools, community fields, and stadiums, arenas, and venues in more than 125 countries. While our reach is global, our commitment is local.
And by Fareway Meat and Grocery. For more than 80 years, Fareway has been proud to be an active part of the communities we serve. Learn more at fareway.com.
With our Iowa roots and Midwestern values, Farmers Mutual Hail is committed to offering innovative farm insurance for America's farmers, just as we have for 6 generations. Farmers Mutual Hail, America's crop insurance company.
And by
the Grace Helen Krob Fund at the Iowa PBS Foundation, supporting programming originating in the Cedar Rapids, Iowa City viewing area.